Hello Facebook family. Just want to give you a tip of the day. I'm here at a typical thermostat in a customer's home who's called me complaining that she doesn't feel comfortable in her home and it feels like her heat is running non-stop. This is a typical complaint that I get this time of year when the outside temperature drops like it's been dropping lately, 32 degrees and below, a lot of wind, consistently cold. I get this complaint from heat pump customers that have heat pumps. A heat pump, if you don't know whether or not you have a heat pump, one way that you can tell is finding out whether or not your outdoor unit, which is your air conditioner, whether or not that unit runs in the winter as well. If it runs in the winter time, you have a heat pump. Also, you can look at your thermostat, and if your thermostat has a selection setting, cool, off, heat, and also another setting for emergency heat, that just simply means that you have a heat pump. Emergency heat is there in an emergency. Like for instance, if the outdoor unit breaks down, it's the middle of the night, and you can't get anybody out to your house for a day or two. As long as there's no other problem going on, you can switch your switch from heat to emergency heat, and you'll get heat temporarily until somebody comes out to fix the outdoor unit. Or in an extreme case like we're dealing with at this house, it's just simply so cold outside that this woman's heat pump cannot keep up and keep her house comfortable, not the way that she's used to it being. With a heat pump, if you decide to keep your heat pump running throughout this cold weather, be aware that you're going to be a little cooler. The only thing that you can do is turn the setting up on your thermostat a little bit higher than what you're used to, but be aware that that unit is going to run a lot longer. It may not shut off for a long time before it even reaches temperatures, especially at night. But once again, you have a setting here that says emergency heat. Now on this particular thermostat, you can clearly see that I could just switch from heat to emergency heat, which is what I did. And then all I have to do is just simply raise the temperature, and eventually the emergency heat will come on. There may even be an icon, and there it is right there, the icon that says EM heat on. So right now her emergency heat is on, and she's going to get really nice heat. That's not something that you don't want to keep your thermostat in emergency heat. It can be expensive to think that you're going to run on emergency heat all winter. I have a heat pump in my house, and typically what I'll do is turn it on emergency heat temporarily, maybe for an hour or so, just so that the house can reach up to temperature, whatever temperature I want it to be. In this case, I set her thermostat at 77. I'm not going to leave it there, but that's just where I'm putting it to show you all. Generally, I'll put it to emergency heat for about an hour or so, and then once the house warms up, I may decide to switch it back to heat again, which will allow the heat pump to run. Depending on how old your heat pump is, it just simply may not keep up at all, and you may opt to leave it in emergency heat longer, but that's up to you. Just wanted to give you guys this tip. A lot of people don't know what that emergency heat button is for. Some people aren't even aware that they have emergency heat or how to use it. Continue to check out this page and send your friends and family to this page to like it. You'll receive $25 off, and whenever you refer a family member to the page off of a normal service call, and you'll receive $10 off of a preventive maintenance call. Stay tuned for more tips, and I'll give you some more tips about thermostats in the near future. Thanks a lot. Take care.